Hello, everybody. Have a little Rombo special here today. I just been going over some charts and saw some really interesting plays. Now these would be swing plays for the most part, so these might take a few weeks to mature, but they're looking interesting. Um, so with that said, let's get to it. IDEX is one of them. IDEX on the it doesn't look all that great on the 1 year daily, but if you look at now, this is where I'm going to be doing a lot of my. This is why these are swings. Okay, so these are a minimum of a couple week swings to a month or so. This one took 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 11 weeks. So that's over 2 months. So these aren't for the, impatient. But if you look, I made this play right here all the way up. Okay, all the way up to $5. It bounced off the -1.5, bounced off the -1.5. This one I caught early as I saw it bounce off of the one, and now look at where we're at. Okay, we've been in this downtrend. Look familiar? Beautiful, nice 45-degree downtrend, and then this happens. Very, very nice, relaxed 45-degree downtrend, and look at where we're at, and look what happened. Okay, now we're at the -1.5 right here. And sure enough, we have a big a bottoming tail. Okay, I am going to wait for it to break the downward trend. You guys, if you're a little bit more aggressive, we're in a down market, so just be careful. But if this definitely, if it gets above 0.98 and holds, I'm thinking that we are going to have a nice rebound up to around 222. That's the average price. This is smart money right here. Not super smart money, but this is smart money to get in. And again, it's not going to be overnight thing, most likely. This had a really big, massive jump up here. This is a January, February push also. So there's history behind that. But if you look at, the 2 years ago, it went down. It's right now I'm just looking at a deviation play, -0.5, 1.5 going up to the average price. So I thought that was a little, here we go. They know when I'm on, I swear. So IDEX is a good one to take a look at. Next one is MJWL. Look familiar? -1 deviation, big jump up on the way down. But here we are again. Now we're getting a bottoming tail. The candles are getting smaller and smaller. So wait and see. I personally would really want to wait and see. Matter of fact, that is the primary downtrend resistance line. This is the secondary one. It looks like it's trying to break that one. If this breaks the secondary, this week, then to be aggressive, I might put a little money into it, and then once it breaks the primary downtrend line, I'm going to add a little bit more. So MJWL is also looking promising. MONI, long downtrend, a little bit steeper, but here it dipped down below where it did before. So again, going back to IDEX and MJWL, that's why I would want to see this, something like this. This is great. This is a good time to maybe start looking at MONI. Considering such a big day, I would not be surprised if we have a little bit of a retracement this week. But now remember, again, these are weekly candles. So just because it pops up, Monday, don't get FOMO. Wait until the candle finishes. Okay, so because it might come up like right here. This might happen on a Monday, and and then it dropped back down to here. So or on this candle right here, this started right here. This might have came all the way up here, and then look where it finished. You had a down week. So just because you have a good Monday doesn't mean you're going to have a good rest of the week. I personally think because this was such a big candle, I wouldn't be surprised if we try to come back and retest the support at 0.0198. If that happens and you see it kick back up, then maybe get aggressive and get in right here. But we'll see what happens for the week for MONI. But I personally think, we have a good shot of eventually getting back up to 044 on MONI. That would be a 99% increase. The one on IDEX, I have up just to the average, guys. This is the average price up 145%. MJWL up 128%. Not saying that's going to happen. Again, I'm just an old man in a dark room upstairs looking at 3 monitors. But I'm just trying to help you guys out and letting you see what I personally see and think what might happen. Next, I have MTTR. Yeah, that looks ugly, doesn't it? But look at it went all the way up to the 4th deviation. Never holds. Did not hold here. Now this is on the weekly. Let me see what we have here. I don't think MTTR has anything. No. But if you look at the monthly chart, I mean, look at that, huh? I mean, you go to -1 deviation, -4 deviation, down to -2 deviation. What's that? 1, 2, 3. I'm sorry, 3. Red is 3 on this. I still can't get used to those color changes. So we're at -2 right here, guys. Could it continue down to the -3 as much as it went up to the +3? Yes, it can. But that's why I have this downtrend here. I'm personally waiting for it to break this downtrend, but it definitely looks like it's we have a doji here, which is it's a big body doji, but I'm thinking that is getting close to reversing and making its way back up to $20. But again, we'll have to wait and see what happens this week. Just don't get in because I said this is going up to $20. This could definitely go down to $6.70 for all I know. That's why I'm gonna wait. How long am I gonna wait? A week, because that's gonna give me another candle, tell me what it's doing. So, but things are looking good for MTTR, I believe. Also, the next one is PUGE. This one, I'm guessing that it is going to come down to the -1. So why did I put this on the chart? Because right now it's right on support. Okay, it's right on the money line support. I call it the money line. This goes back. It's the anchored VWAP to the candle that had most volume. Okay, so this is really important. Here you see a bounce. It goes up. Here it bounced off the deviation. It crossed, and then it hits again. It bounces and goes up. So here we're right on that line. Also, this blue line is the lowest candle anchored VWAP. Also, and we're right here. If it crosses, and this is why this week is really important, I believe, for PUGE. If it crosses down below and holds that, I can see it coming down and testing this -1 deviation. If this week holds and comes above this, I still wouldn't get it. And this is my strategy. I think it's going to hit and then it's going to retest this area. Okay, this really was, you could maybe think that this was the bounce above, and then this is the retest. So maybe now's the time to get in. But since we're still below this downward trend line, I'm going to wait and see what happens this week before maybe making a rush in. But if we break this downtrend line, I definitely probably see a run up to 0.0077, I believe. So there's just a lot of potential on this one, but we could very well, continue downward. So this one's still just in a wait and see, but this is a wait and see for a swing trade. It's not a daily intraday trade. It's not a week-long trade. It could be a week, but this is probably a good, 2-3 week type of a play. Another one I'm looking at, let's see, I think I have it on here, is again SIRC. I told you about that pop that happened on the harmonic, which did happen. Here's the play. We came down in the reversal area, and right when it came out, boom, look at where it went. It just about went up to the third deviation. So now we're above average price. We did come down. I set the Andrews pitchfork here. We'll see what happens the next couple days on SIRC. But things are, overall we're in a downtrend, but here's the history of the pattern again in January, February. So this could do something like that. But another reason why I think there might be a change here is because it broke this. Now this is the 3-year weekly chart. It broke the downtrend right here, and we do have support right where it bounced off again. So I'm thinking that this might be a nice long little swing play also. The next one I do not have on my watch list. I think I took it off. Is there it is, SLDP. I called that out earlier. I got stopped out. That's fine. We're on here. This is the weekly, guys. This 1, 2. This is the third deviation where we're at. We do have a little bit of a bottoming tail, but it's quite a big body. We are breaking away from the downtrend, which isn't necessarily that good, but I'm thinking that we're pretty overextended even on the monthly chart. Not exactly 3 dead soldiers right here, but we'll see what happens. That's usually indicative of a trend change. But this is another one. Just keep your eye out on and see what happens this week. If we get a blue week, you might be aggressive and get back into it. But I mean, this is pretty smart money. Even if it goes down, maybe have a stop loss, at $4.81, and see if you timed it right. But yeah, I know the statement. The first mouse gets the trap, the second mouse gets the cheese, right? So I'm gonna wait a whole week on this, see what happens with the SLDP. If it breaks this downward trend line, then I think we're gonna do quite well on SLDP. And then last but not least is XELA. XELA did break a downtrend line. It is a secondary one. Really, here's the first. So we're in a long downtrend. But I'm thinking that this one here, if you notice, now this is the 20-year monthly, guys. So we are right on a double bottom. Right on a double bottom here. Big moves down all the way from $26, and this is down to 62 cents. So let's see what happens this week. Again, we did break that very, very minute kind of downtrend here. I mean, it broke a downtrend right here, and look what happened. So this is another wait and see. But if we get above that, $1.27 mark, I think that this could be really fun. But here again, this is the thing. I see a lot of support at the -1 deviation here. And what happened? We kissed the -1 deviation. We had a good retracement, and then we had a nice week this week with XELA. So I'm thinking that this possibly could be a really good couple week swing at the minimum. So that's what I have for XELA. I mean, if we just bounce from here to get to the first deviation, that's $2.69. Probably most likely a minimum of getting up to around we got to extend this out a little bit, so maybe $1.16. So right now that's over 100%, and so within a week, I would say from a week and to 2 weeks or so. This took 4 weeks, so maybe a month-long swing. But if this gains momentum, it's definitely not going to take that long to get back up there. So with that said, I hope you guys had a really good weekend, and looking forward to trading with you guys this week. And if you like my videos, please give me a like, a subscription, blah, blah, blah. And let's have fun this week, guys. And I will be putting out a SPY video tomorrow morning. And I promise that I'll triple check my volume, make sure that it's on. And I'm so sorry about that. And that's all I have for you. You guys take care.